All right, guys, I'm throwing us on YouTube, but we do need to wait for 2 more people to log in. So I'll tell you when to start, okay?
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting of the October Regulations Review Committee to order at this time. It is 11:03 a.m. Now I'm going to go to my trusty script. Morning, I would like to call the Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024 committee meeting of the Legislative Regulations Review Committee to order. It is 11:03. Would my co-chair like to make any remarks before we begin?
Thank you, Senator. Just want to wish everyone a happy autumn. I had a gorgeous drive up here today on the Merritt Parkway, and I hope everybody gets a chance to see some of our beautiful Connecticut fall foliage. And with that, let's get down to business.
All right, good tourism plug. I love it. Do our ranking members have anything to say this morning? Representative Carpino, Senator Maroney. Okay. Quietness is acquiescence. All right, Madam Administrator, would you please administer a quorum call?
Representative Dathan?
Present.
Senator Kissel?
Here.
Representative Carpino?
Here.
Senator Maroney?
Here.
Representative Claire DeStitria?
Here.
Representative Arnone? Representative Godfrey? Senator Hartley?
Here.
Senator Kelly?
Here.
Representative McGordy? Senator Austin?
Here.
Representative Ryan?
Here.
Representative Fishbein? Senator Ciccarella?
Here.
We're all set. Thank you.
Thank you, Kat. So we have a quorum, and I just want to alert all the members that this is a very light agenda, just one proposed regulation. So thank you. With that, we will begin today's business. Today we have regulation 2024-013, capital A, from the Department of Consumer Protection, sale of non-legend drugs in vending machines. And I would entertain a motion to accept the LCO recommendation of approval in whole with technical corrections.
So moved.
Moved by my co-chair,
Second.
and it's been seconded by Representative Claire DeStitria. Is there any discussion? Senator Austin.
Thank you very much. And so I just have 2 or 3 questions. The vending machines that we're talking about here, where can they be placed?
And I believe that my co-chair asked someone from the Department of Consumer Protection to be in attendance to answer questions. So if you could come on up and just provide your name and title for the record.
Hi, CJ Strand, Legislative Director for the Department of Consumer Protection.
Okay, and did you hear Senator Austin's initial question.
Did, so this was, location, did you ask?
Yeah, where can these vending machines be placed?
Sure. So there's nothing in the regulations that, expresses where they should or should not, or limits where they can be placed. It's up to the permittee. We need to know, when applying, we need to know where it is going to be, just for purposes from the department to be able to inspect them, in case there's a recall or for whatever reason. But beyond that, there's no restriction on where they can go.
And through you, Madam Chairman, Mr. Chairman, are there any vending machines up today?
No, vending machines can't go up until these regulations pass.
Thank you. And then my last question would be revolving around the types of products that can be in these vending machines. Would they, for example, Sudafed, would that be an allowed product in these vending machines?
So no, Sudafed, because it contains pseudoephedrine, would not be allowed to be placed in these machines. If you look at section 3, subsection D, it does lay out that if there is an age requirement, age verification, or proof of identity, or a quantity limit, then they're not going to be able to be put in there. So pseudoephedrine with a quantity limit would not be permitted.
So normal over-the-counter drugs would be allowed here, and nothing that a pharmacist must dispense for a variety of reasons can be allowed in them.
Correct.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator Austin. And before I turn it over to my co-chair for some further questions, just for my own edification, I sort of understand through just living on the planet what generic drugs are, right? They're not name brand. They've been out there long enough so that now they can sort of have wider distribution under various names. But I'm not quite sure what the definition, as noted in the title for this regulation, non-legend. So if you could just like give us an easy definition of what does non-legend mean?
Sure, thank you. So non-legend is anything that it's essentially over the counter. It's anything that does not require a prescription, whereas legend drugs require a prescription from a prescribing physician or pharmacist.
Great, thank you. And that was sort of like, thank you for Senator Austin for your questions. Chairman Dathan.
Thank you very much. Does the FDA or DCP keep a list of the non-legend drugs that would be available to be dispensed?
I'm not sure if we have a list. I could check on that. We are, as we are aware of drugs getting put in, we know if they are over the counter, the FDA may, I'd have to double check on it.
Okay.
Actually, I think our legal director, Julianne, is on. I don't know if she would know the answer. She's on Zoom, I believe.
Hello. So yes, certain drugs are.
Sorry, you have to do your name and title first.
I apologize. I'm Julianne Avalone. I'm the legal director for Department of Consumer Protection. So the drugs, for example, that CJ was talking about before, that some versions of Sudafed, those are federally banned. There are certain drugs that are federally banned through the FDA, and there are certain drugs that are prohibited on a state level. Not so. For example, NyQuil is 18 years old or over in certain states, not in Connecticut. But anything that has those additional restrictions, the department's aware of it. Again, I don't know if we maintain a formal list anywhere, but we could certainly make that available to the committee.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I didn't see anything when I was kind of looking. I just wanted to clarify in terms of, you had said anything that would need like identification or had some sort of restriction with age or other issue would not be included in this. And how does the agency know what one of your licensees might have in one of their machines? Are the licensees, is it part of the license process that the licensee would have to talk to DCP about the items that were in the vending machine?
So DCP, oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't want to speak over CJ. I wasn't sure if he was speaking, but The department generally will be enforcing these and verifying it through our inspection process. We expect that most of these machines may be located adjacent to a pharmacy or pharmacy building, and therefore, when our folks are in there on a regular basis, they will be looking at what's contained in the vending machines. They're not going to be informing us every time they swap out drugs within the vending machine. So, if Clarendon comes out with a new variation, they wouldn't have to report that. But we expect to kind of be doing a field inspection for these places on a periodic or based on a complaint basis.
Thank you. And if there's any sort of recall on any medications that might be included in one of these vending machines, who takes responsibility for ensuring that the items are removed from the vending machine so that the public wouldn't be getting them?
So the onus is put on the licensee to ensure that there are no recalled products in the vending machine. And in the event that we did become aware of a vending machine licensee who did have recalled or expired product in their machine, then DCP does have enforcement authority over this credential type.
Got it. Thank you so much. And thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much, Chairman Dathan. Before I ask if anybody else has any other questions, is there anything on these machines that's like a 1-800 number, or if it can, because I heard in the colloquy that you just had that it's up to complaints from consumers. And so let's say they wanted some particular drug and it wasn't there, or they felt that there was something amiss in the transaction or in what's in the machine. Is there something easily available to signal how to make a complaint located on or near the machine, or would they just have to try to figure that out on their own? To either one of you.
There is a required label. I'm trying to pull up the language right now. So we do have a requirement that there's a contact name and phone number for the company that services the vending machine on there. And I believe there was another notice label on the machine. I would have to take a minute longer to search that.
Be able to help out.
Yeah, I saw that. It's under G number 10, contact name and phone number for the company servicing the vending machine. And then there's other sort of requirements about how the machine is ordered to be kept and maintained.
And long ago, my eyes gave up being able to read print that small. And again, just as a follow-up to that, does that company know to then forward those complaints to the Department of Consumer Protection?
So the company, once notified, presumably would be contacting the owner of the machine, and the owner of the machine is going to be required to let us know that there's an issue.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure consumers can have rapid response if there's any issues out there, because it sounds like to a great extent they're, other than the random inspections, they're going to be our eyes and ears as to how this operates. Do any other members of the committee have any questions regarding this regulation? I don't hear anyone. We don't see anyone on the laptop. So seeing none, thank you both so much. And Madam Administrator, if you could ask for a roll call on the motion.
I need a motion in a second.
I thought we had one.
I was,
Yeah, Chairman Dathan and Representative Claridis Tetri.
thank you. So for proposed regulation 2024-013 from from the Department of Consumer Protection regarding sale of non-legend drugs in vending machines, we're entertaining a motion to accept the LCO recommendation of approval in whole with technical corrections. Representative Dathan.
Yes.
Senator Kissel.
Yes.
Representative Carpino.
Representative Carpino votes yes.
Senator Maroney.
Senator Maroney votes yes.
Representative Arnone. Senator Ciccarella.
Senator Ciccarella votes yes.
Representative Fishbein.
Representative Fishbein votes yes.
Representative Godfrey.
Representative Godfrey votes yes. Votes yes. Excuse me.
Senator Hartley.
Senator Hartley, yes.
Senator Kelly.
Senator Kelly votes yes.
Representative Claire DeStitria.
Representative Claire DeStitria votes yes.
Representative McGorty. Senator Austin.
Senator Austin votes in the affirmative.
Representative Ryan.
Representative Ryan votes yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Madam Administrator. This concludes today's business on the agenda. Madam Administrator, can you please check to make sure that no one missed any votes?
We're all set.
Thank you very much. From my perspective, happy Halloween next week, next Thursday to everyone. And then following that, I wish anyone running for office for the first time the best of luck, and anyone running for re-election the best of luck as well. Any further comments by my co-chair who just won her election? Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. And I am running unopposed, and one of my constituents texted me and said she voted for me. So I guess it's official. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good rest of your fall.
And any other comments from our ranking members? Nice beard, Chairman, Mr. Ranking Member Maroney. My best to everyone on the committee. Have a wonderful end of October and November, and we'll see you at